Welcome back to Aim Small, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are still busy with our quest to find the optimal setting for my Ghost, and this is in combination with the 5 different springs that I got. So in the last video, please go and have a look there. I almost found the perfect setting, and then I realized that I've got some increasing speed on the lower power settings, indicating that my reg pressure was too high. The reg pressure at that stage was at plus minus 125 bar. So what I did this time round is I detuned the gun. Yes, I did unscrew the bottle, I let all the air out, and then I closed the regulator a little bit. The regulator is now down to 110 bar, and I'm going to run through the paces with the gun today. So first and foremost, I'm going to shoot 18 grainers. I just want to see if the hammer is hard enough to open it all the way from minimum to maximum, and I'll post the results as I go along. And once I've achieved that, I want to see my optimal speed is usually about 870. I want to do a long shot string at 870 feet per second to see if there's any increase in speed, yes or no. If there's no increase in speed, it means that I found the perfect balance between the hammer spring and the regulator. So let's get into this. This is the 18 grainers. I'm going to start off on minimum power. Just get the spring to settle down, see what my speed is, and then I'll move up the speed banks a little bit for you guys. Alright, minimum power. Ooh, that's nice and slow. It's 779. Alright, looks like it's settled there around about 798. And immediately I can see there's a bit more consistency with the lower reg pressure. Let's go up the chain a little bit. Let's jump a few steps. Let's go to power setting 10. Right, looks like the spring is settling there at around about 915 feet a second. Let me quickly reload the mag, and then I'm going to go up to power setting 15 and to 20. Still on power setting 10. Settle down nicely. Power setting 15. Right, nice increase in speed. Very consistent as well. Let's go up to maximum power. Not much of a difference there. Right, let's just confirm. Right, so there's no significant increase between power setting 15 and power setting max, indicating that the spring is hitting as hard as humanly possible on the reg pressure that I've got. Looking at that top speed of 939 plus minus, I know the setting is not going to work for the 25 grainers. So maybe I can get it to work for the 16 grainers, the 18 grainers, and maybe JTS's 21 grainers. Let's quickly do a long shot count to see if there's any increase in speed, yes or no. I'm not going to bore you through this. Let me go and shoot 100 shots quickly. Bye. Right, it looks like I'm falling off the reg at this stage. I've only had the bottle filled at about 145 bar because I didn't want to waste too much air. I got 54 shots up to this point in time. It looks like I'm falling off the reg. The speed is slowing down. Nope, not off the reg yet. Let's keep on pushing. Right, definitely off the reg. Reg. And we are on shot count number 70. Sure. That's from plus minus 145 bar down to where the regulator is set at 110 bar. And I'm getting 70 shots. That's mightily impressive. Let's quickly have a look at the graph itself and see if I still got that creep, yes or no. From what I can quickly calculate, I found the perfect regulator pressure with the hammer spring combination. So with this regular pressure and hammer spring, I should be able to shoot 16 grain, 18 grain, and at least 22 grain. So let me quickly check that theory. I was on power wheel setting 6 only, so there's plenty of room to go up in speed for the heavier pellets. It's not going to shoot the 25 grainers at the optimal speed, but I can still tune it downwards for the 16 grainers. So let me quickly go and fetch my tin. and I'll post a 10-shot string on the 16 grainers there. 11 shots. These are 15.89 grains. I've adjusted the power wheel down to 3. Just gonna shoot a couple of shots, 4 or 5, just see what the speed is, and then I'll readjust the power settings. First shot, perfect speed. Alright, that wasn't too bad for speed with the 15 grainers. I can actually go down one more to power level 3 to get those guys flying. Let's quickly do a shot string with the 21.53 semi-domed JST pellets. JTS pellets, sorry man, JTS pellets. I'm taking a guesstimate here. I've got the power up to power level 12. Let's see what speed they produce. Right, let's go up a little bit. Power level 14. That's better. Perfect. That's what I love to see. Alright, so that, ladies and gentlemen, for the HWite Spring in the high power version, I think we've reached our optimum velocity, balance, speed equation that we want. So I can now with this gun shoot from power setting 3, 15.89 grainers at 880 feet per second, 875. 2 power levels up, I can shoot the 18 grainers with exactly the same speed. And then on power setting 14, I can shoot the 21.5 grain JSP dead center semi-domed. Whoa, that's a lot of words in one mouth. At a very decent 865 to 870 feet per second. Perfect. I think this is, for me personally, the perfect pellet setting at this stage. I'm not going to change anything at this stage on this gun, but you know me by now, I'm going to change some stuff. So what I want to find out now is that if I swap springs and I go for the slightly heavier spring, what will the results be in that scenario? Right, so hang on to part 2 of this video. Let's see if I can quickly swap springs. Alright, so I'm going to swap the HWite Spring for the blue one. I think that's the one next in line. Let's see, let's find out. I'm going to keep the gun settings exactly the same. What I want to check now is if I can get the hammer spring to, at what setting actually the hammer spring pushes the regulator to its max. And then I'll know approximately where to set the regulator pressure to accommodate for that. Alright, that was actually quick. Only took me 2.5 minutes, and I'm not a gunsmith. Took me 2.5 minutes to quickly replace the HWite Spring with the blue spring. So what I'm going to do now is, staying true to nature, power setting 14 or power wheel on 14, regulator didn't touch it. So let's see if there's a difference in the speed. According to me, there should be, because the hammer is going to hit a little bit harder. It's going to open the valve a little bit more. Let's see what it does. Obviously, this spring will need to settle in because it's brand spanking new right out of the box. But let's have a rip here. Oh, okay, need to set that differently. There we go. Oh, okay. That's quite impressive. Let's push it to max. See if there's a massive speed difference. Nope, not a massive speed difference. Let's go down to 16. Let's see if there's a drop in speed. Right, so this is a great indication that, again, on the HWite Spring, it maxed out the regulator pressure at plus minus setting number 15. In other words, the hammer opens the valve completely. It's basically a maximum setting. It opens the valve completely, and even with the heavier spring, it does exactly the same because my reg pressure is only 110. It opens that valve to the maximum already. All I need to do is check if it opens it up at a lower setting. Let me quickly check that. Down to power setting 10. Let's see if it opens up the regulator to the max at a lower setting. It should, because it's a heavier spring. Let's see what the speed is. Alright, interesting. Alright, it's opening up that the regulator to the max. Let's go down to power setting 5. Speed not changing. Power setting 1. Right, so there's a very small power difference between power setting 5 and power setting 1. So the heavier spring, the blue one that I've got in, 110 bar on the gun is not enough pressure for the power wheel to work at maximum capacity. But I do see the difference in speed though, so it means that right at power setting minimum or even power setting 1, the spring is opening the valve at 100%. So it's maximum opening that valve at this stage, which I don't want. I want to be able to adjust my spring. So the only thing left for me is to up the regulator pressure, and I'm going to up it to around about 130 bar, and then I'm going to run the test again with the JTSs, because that's what I'm shooting currently. Gonna run it again with the JTSs, see if I can get the power wheel to work on all the settings from minimum to maximum, adjust the regulator up until I get that full spread, and then see, is this the perfect balance, yes or no. Alright, so let's go into that one. Right, so I adjusted the regulator now to 130 bar. I'm still on power setting 1. That was at 870 feet a second. Let's see what the difference is in speed. Ooh, 930. So immediately that extra reg pressure is helping and assisting. $935. That's not bad. Let's go up to power setting 7. But that's fast. Okay, I might have opened the regulator too much. Let's go to 15. Enough reg pressure, enough throttle. Let's go up to maximum. Not a difference there. Let's go down to 16. I want to see where it starts dropping in speed. Nah, let's go down to 12. Let me top up the bottle first. Alright, so this spring is still too heavy for 130 bar, because it's smacking it right open to the max, even at power setting 12. I hate my reg pressure that high. I love a low reg pressure. Let's see where the difference is. Still on power setting 12, power setting 8. Alright, there's a difference in speed there at power setting 8. So, if I can take a quick guess, even at power setting 10, the hammer spring is opening the valve 100%. So I can even up the reg pressure a little bit more to get the full spread on this. But on minimum power, I'm way too fast already. That is a problem, because if I'm on minimum power, way too fast, I will not be able to shoot this blue spring with the 18 grainers and the 16 grainers. This is useless. I'm not impressed. Right, so where does the blue spring fit into this mix? Reg pressure higher, but if I put the reg pressure higher, then I'll only be able to shoot the 25 grainers, nothing else. So maybe the blue spring at 150, 160 bar will have the desired effect or the desired speed with the 25 grainers. Let me quickly shoot the 25 grainers. I've got the tin here. So I want to check at what speed they're going to fly. Maybe this is the perfect spring setup combination for that. Although I don't have a huge difference in speed in the power wheel. Let's quickly have a look. 25.39 grains, minimum power setting. Let's go. 850, that's a nice speed. I'm shooting that at 855, 860 feet per second. These are the JSBs, and they're all over the show there in the front. Let me go up to power setting 10. See what happens. Alright, 880. Why? Right, accuracy. I don't think it's going to make any difference on maximum power. Let's have a look. 900. Nope. Nope. Alright, safe to say the blue spring is coming out of the gun. Alright, conclusion for today. I'm going to put the white spring back in because I love shooting pellets with my BRK Ghost, and I love having that speed control because your speed may differ between morning and afternoon, and I've got that small little wiggle room in that. So I'm going to detune the gun again down to 110 bar, put the white spring back in, and then shoot pellets. Why not? Thanks for watching, you guys. See you in the next one.
That's all, folks.